it's Maisie at the Confident Stitch. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to give you a closer look at some of the new quilting cottons we've gotten in the store over the last few weeks. This video is actually going to be a part 1 of 2 because we've got so many amazing new fabrics that I can't cram them all into one video. So we're going to start off this week with some of my personal favorites, but let's get going. Switch over to the top view here. So this fabric, the next two I'm showing you actually, are ones that we've gotten before, but they were so popular the first time that we reordered them, so I wanted to let you know that they're back in stock. This is called the Dear Stella Avocado Toast QC in green, and just like it says, it has little avocado toasts all over it. I don't know why, but I just think that that's the cutest idea ever, and you could make really cute apron or an oven mitt, all kinds of things out of this. Even curtains would be really cute for the kitchen. So that's one from this collection. The other one, this collection is called Chef's Table, by the way. This is called Veggie Haul in white. And this is just the dang cutest fabric ever. I think that like a grocery tote, an apron, like I said, you could make so many great things out of this. We had a gal come in yesterday actually and buy a bunch of yards because she wants to make grocery totes for her friends. Oh, I see we have Joan and Dawn watching. Thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. So, and please let us know if there's a fabric that you love in particular. It's great to have you here. So anyway, these are just two of my favorites that we've had in the past, and I wanted to show them to you again. Okay, let's move on now to the RJR Wide Open Spaces collection. This is a really fun, interesting geometric collection. So I'll take you through each of them, but it's really fun. It was made by RJR Studios as a whole. This first one is called Just Around the River Bend in Dandelion. It's kind of got this mustard and purple, and then also comes in another colorway, which is the Just Around the River Bend in blue, and this kind of has light orange in it. Really fun, just pretty abstract. I think you could make something super fun out of this. The next one in this collection is called Daydream in Sky. I love this sort of line drawing aesthetic. It's been coming back, been more popular recently. We've seen it on a lot of fabrics, and I can tell you what, it's not getting old. Next is The Mountains Are Calling in Glacier. This obviously speaks to us Montanans. It's kind of fun because you can tell it's the mountains, but depending on which way you turn it, it sort of looks like something different. Here it kind of looks like the sun is rising over the top, but you flip it upside down and it's different. So that's really great. And then it also comes in this evening colorway too. So you see you have these kind of contrasting color combinations. Really pretty. And then the last one in this collection is called Night Sky in Blue. And isn't this fun? Just the way these patterns all come together. Oh, I really love it. RJR suggests a pattern from Cluck Cluck Sew called One Way, and it's kind of interesting, unique. And so I pulled a different pattern that we've just recently got. It's called Hex is Gone quilt, and it has that same kind of shape with the negative space for a different color. And I thought you could really kind of punch it up with this super fun pattern. So anyway, that's Wide Open Spaces, really fun and pretty. We're going to take a little bit of a left turn here and go to Ruby Star Society. Oops, sorry, this is upside down. Let's flip her around. So this is designed by Rashida Coleman Hales. She's part of Ruby Star Society. Her work is really powerful and poppy, and she actually designed this collection in the summer of 2020, right as our country was coming to realize how much inequality there is. And she said that she designed this as a reminder to herself, her Black husband, her Black children, her Black relatives, her Black friends, and her Black people, that we must own our power and remember who we are. I just think that's a super beautiful sentiment. And it's reign as in R-E-I-G-N, like a queen who reigns rather than rain falling. So you can tell this is called Her Majesty in Berry, and it has just all these wonderful Black women, you know, owning their power on there in berry. And then it also comes in goldenrod, really fun, really pretty. And then we got two kind of basics to go with it. This is called Eminence in Black, and it has this gold detail in it, which is really pretty. I had another person come in yesterday, and she bought this to line a bag, which I thought was such a good idea because all that sparkle pop and the blue colorway, you can really kind of see that on the inside of a bag. So super pretty. The pattern I'm suggesting is another new one. This is called Deltile, I think. It might be French. We'll have to see if you know how this is pronounced, you can chime in. But I thought that you could really give each fabric its own kind of square or triangle in a pattern like this. And there's also this ombre effect, so you could sort of play like that if you wanted to with this pattern. So anyway, this is a great, awesome pattern or collection that sort of reminds us of important things. So thanks, Rashida, for that. Now we're going to take another turn and talk about the Fronds and Felines collection from Dear Stella. When this collection came in, my coworker Chloe came downstairs so we could photograph it, and they were like, get ready to fall in love. And boy, have we. This first fabric is called Fancy Fronds in white. And it's kind of funny. It reminds me of like an old style illustration sort of, or probably only people my age will know this, but there's a book series called A Series of Unfortunate Events. And whoever the illustrator is for that is very similar to this. The gal who designed this, oh man, I don't have it written down, but I'll put it in the description later because we really love this fun Dear Stella aesthetic. This is called Fancy Felines in Mist. I'm a cat fan, so I think that this is just the darn cutest thing. It has a bunch of different cats doing silly different things, knocking stuff over as cats are wont to do. And then we have it also in Dew is this colorway. And so then here I'm going to switch cameras really quick because this collection also comes with this super beautiful panel. I don't know how much you can see. I'm going to kind of stand up all the way. So you can sort of see the kitty in there and all these fun plants. And Dear Stella came up with a pattern called Deco, and it really features this fun panel. But also, Chloe, after they brought that collection down, they immediately went and bought the Fancy Fronds and this panel, and they just made a whole cloth quilt out of it for their little kitty named Bee, and it's just the cutest thing ever. So whatever you feel inspired to do with this collection, you absolutely should. Okay, so next, we're going to cover the Fresh as a Daisy collection. This is from Moda and the Create Joy project. It was designed by Laura Muir. We've carried collections designed by them before, and they're always super popular. This first one is called Drop Cloth in Multi, and you can see why. It kind of has this fun splatter on there. I love this. I think it would be a great set of curtains. Just kind of that fun poppy. The next one is called Fern Cover in Grass. Isn't this nice? They have this really painterly aesthetic to their fabric, and I just love how it looks, this deep teal and green. Next up is Dancing Daisies in Cobalt, and it also comes in another colorway, Dancing Daisies in Cloud. Elizabeth made a little Ukrainian flag and had this border it. It was right after the invasion had happened, and then this fabric came in, and we just thought, how perfect is that? Because the way their flag is with blue on top and yellow on the bottom, it's supposed to represent a colorful sky over flowers. And so we thought, wow, this fabric just is perfect for that. So anyway, really beautiful. And like I say, here's the white colorway. And then this fabric, this is just actually a small bit of the Monet Fields in Multi. This has a 36-inch repeat, and this is kind of like the bottom left corner of that repeat, but it sort of fades up, and when you look at it from far away, it's like this big, beautiful field, but as though painted in watercolors. It's really lovely, and so yeah, you can get it by the yard, or you could get just a little piece of it, and that looks equally good, but you could use it as a panel, certainly, if you wanted to, or even to back a quilt. It would be a great option for that, too. So then next, this is called Jungle Display in Grass. It's kind of that a close-up version of the one I just showed you, as though we're in that field, and now it's in detail. So you got these beautiful flowers and fronds. And then lastly, this is called Swatch Array in Cream Floral, and this has an 18-inch repeat, and it's kind of just like little, well, swatches of each of these kind of figures. You could totally fussy cut it and put it in different shapes, which would be super fun. The pattern I was kind of thinking for this was So Kind of Wonderful's Posh Penelope. I think that this kind of scrappy, colorful idea really lends itself to this collection, because even if you cut it smaller, you'll be able to get a sense of this bright, beautiful field. So anyway, that's what I've been thinking for this Fresh as a Daisy collection. Next, we're gonna move on to Cosmic Sea. This first one I'm showing you is kind of a basic, but I wanted to start with this from Cotton and Steel, and it just has all these like beautiful flowers and moons, and you're going to see there's even some gold detailing in there, and you're gonna see how it plays into the rest of this collection. So first, this is called Unicorn of the Seas in Blue Dream, and it's got all these little narwhals on it, and it's this silver metallic, I can't think of the word, addition, I guess, to this fabric. Super cute. And then next is Make Waves in Ocean Blue, and it has all these killer whales kind of like soaring through the stars, and they've got little flowers on them. It's just sort of a really fun combination. You don't always think of like the sea and the sky put together, but it sort of seems to make a lot of sense.
Show to this camera.
Oh, whoops, sorry. Looks like we're having trouble with our overhead camera. But anyway, did we see this one yet? Okay, sorry guys, I just talked all about it, but this is the Make Waves in Ocean Blue. Super pretty. And then, oh, you know what? Actually, I'm lying. This is Golden Whale in Nightfall. And this one is Golden Whale in Deep Ocean. So it's that same idea, but it's in kind of a navy blue. I actually just bought some of this fabric because I decided yesterday I don't have enough pretty pillowcases. So I bought this one, and I'll show you which one I used for the cuff in a second. But this, I'll show you a basic really quick that's kind of cool. This one, sorry, I've lost my place.
You're good. Shush.
Okay. Oh, this is Galaxy in black. So just kind of constellations. Fun, a good sort of basic that goes with this collection. And then we've got Queen of the Sea in Midnight. Oh, no. I'm sorry, you guys. I got my things mixed up. Well, I'll make sure that I write which one this is. It has all these little turtles and stingrays on here, though, and they have that same fun floral. This is the one I used for the cuff of my pillow. So I used this, and then the Queen of the Sea in blue for the main part of my pillow. So I think that'll be a really fun, cute pillowcase for my bedroom. Okay, here we go.
Make Waves.
This one's Make Waves.
Okay. Or the sea turtles.
Sorry, the sea turtles was Make Waves. Now we're on to Queen of the Sea in, nope, I'm sorry, I'm lying again. This is Golden Whale in Nightfall. Whoa, sorry, you guys, I got all mixed up there. This is Golden Whale. So this is fun. It's like you're seeing a pod of whales from above. So this is Nightfall. It has that metallic gold on it. And then we move on to the same one in Deep Ocean. And so Cotton and Steel, they kind of showed sort of an ombre effect, and I thought that this collection would look really great in the boomerang because it sort of mimics waves almost, and I think there's enough color variety in this collection that you could really kind of do this weave in and out idea with this boomerang quilt. So anyway, sorry that was chaotic, but the whole collection is called Cosmic Sea, so you can find that in the link below. Okay. Next, we're going to move on to some Kaffe. We've gotten a ton of new Kaffe recently because the Free Spirit coat story is still happening, and we wanted to give you guys a lot of options for different fabrics. So the first one is this Philip Jacobs Agate in Magenta. Philip Jacobs is part of the Kaffe Fassett studio, and really quick, I wanted to talk about Kaffe Fassett. He's a super interesting person. He's a really advanced artist. He started in painting, and then he moved on to textiles and tapestry work, and he designs knitting patterns, and he's designed costumes for the Royal Shakespeare Company. Like, you name it, he's done it. And so he creates this beautiful art, he's taught people how to do it as well. And it's so great that we get to keep a little piece of that art in our house, and it's not super expensive. And in fact, we get to make our own art out of it. So that's kind of something to think about when you shop Kaffe. So next, this is a new one. This is called Rainbows in White. And then we also have Rainbows in Black, equally pretty. And then on to Regal Fans in Red. I really like this one. I just think it's a little bit abstract. You can see where the fans come from, but it's really pretty and it would look great cut up small. And then we have Regal Fans in Contrast, kind of blue, teal, purple. And then lastly, we carry it in blue. Oh, you know what? I must have that wrong. This is Contrast. Sorry about that. And this is blue. So here we go. And then on to Shadow Flower in Teal. Kind of has this shadow detailing over it, gives it some depth, really pretty. And then Shadow Flower in Purple, equally nice. And then we have Charlotte in Teal. It's really fun how he kind of takes these different aesthetics. You like see a background behind it, and then he puts big flowers on top. He's always playing with depth and dimensions, so that's really cool. Next is Embroidered Flower in Purple. Really fun use of color. I love how the mustard kind of stands out of this one and the bright red. And then there's Embroidered Flower in White, and it's totally different. Isn't that crazy how just a different colorway gives you a whole different sense of this fabric? Okay, and now onto something a little tamer for Kaffe. This is the Jumble in Salmon. It's kind of got a pink background with these black jumbles on it. I'm not quite sure if you can see that, but yeah, there's some pink back there. And then we also have the Jumble in Gray. So these are kind of a good way to break up a ton of pattern when your eye is full of it when you're looking at a Kaffe quilt. So those are fun. And next, this is Oranges and Pink. It's just orange is the fruit. And then I also have Oranges and Lavender. So I think this is fun. These fabrics actually make me think of Tulip Pink a little bit. I think that you could really have some fun with them. Then it's Tickle My Fancy in Black. It's got all these feathers on it, hence the tickling. Really fun. And then we have this Koi Polloi in 3 different colors. This is Koi Polloi in yellow. This was actually in our spring swatch service. We loved how well it went in our eclectic tangerine quilt. So then this is Koi Polloi in orange. And then the last one is Koi Polloi in Delft, which is kind of this white and purple color. So really funky, fun fish pattern. And then the last one I'm going to show you is called Flower Net in Blue, and it's just flowers on top of this kind of squiggly net. It's just really great and kind of avant-garde, and he does such an awesome job with it. The pattern I was thinking that would be really good for this is So Kind of Wonderful's Posh Blossom, because they're sort of really big shapes, and I think a lot of times what happens when you're looking at a Kaffe quilt is you sort of get lost in what's going on. But because these have really big defined shapes, you can show off each fabric without it getting lost in there. And also they've done some color blocking, right? We got blue, yellow, pink, and you can kind of mimic that with the Kaffe and pick the main color. And so you'll still get an overall sense of what the quilt is. However, we also recently, Diane hadn't made a quilt for us. I think Rachel can show it to you. It's just beautiful. She just used octagons. It's the one behind me right now, but we used this Free Spirit Kaffe layer cake, and it has 42 in here, and they're 10 inches. And so she didn't even use a pattern. She just used an octagon shape. We don't have any octagon rulers in right now, but you could do something similar with like this hexagon tool. And I had a gal who was looking at that, and her response was, oh, this is great. You can really see each of the fabrics. So she used this, and then she used some shot cottons to fill in the blanks. And it's just a really great example of what you can do with Kaffe. So you could kind of take that same concept and you could get the layer cake, or you could apply it to one of these fabrics I've shown you, whatever your heart desires. And so really quick before I wrap up, the last thing I want to show you is this wide back. It's called Camellia in Ocean from Ruby Star. This is a 108-inch wide back, and we get these in every now and again. And it's super soft. I don't know what Ruby Star's weaving process is, but it's really fine. So it feels like a high thread count. So it's great to have on the back of a quilt because it's really soft. And then it has this just kind of, bam, really pretty background. It's 108 inches, so it's super easy to cut and just throw on the back of your quilt. And it'll complement a lot of things. So even if you don't have a quilt in mind, sometimes it's just great to invest in a backing that you can use whenever you think you'll need it. So anyway, just wanted to show you that really quick before we wrap everything up. So thanks so much, you guys, for tuning in. I'm sorry we got a little chaotic over Cosmic Sea there for a second, but hopefully you still like that collection. Remember, I'm going to do another installment next week, so if you want to see more quilting cotton, tune in. And I think you might want to, because actually, and this is a secret, this is like the first time we're telling anybody, our semi-annual sale starts on Friday, April 1st, and it goes through April 10th. So everything in the whole store will be 20% off. So if you saw something here today that you thought, oh, I need, maybe wait a few days because it'll be 20% off soon. And all you have to do is apply the coupon code Foolproof at checkout. And I'm going to put this in the newsletter. It'll be on the website, so don't worry if you are afraid you'll forget. I will do a lot to remind you. But just get excited. You can shop. You can put stuff on your wish list if you want, and get ready for our sale. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday, and we'll see you soon.